Hello, my name is Rachel, and I am the Thrifty Crocheter. And this is my friend Brownie. I forgot that I had this big old teddy bear, and this teddy bear is wearing the sweater that was on my mannequin over here. And it was supposed to be for a toddler, large size toddler. Well, I don't know of any toddlers that are this big. And I did add some more to the bottom, so it'll help. So it would match the top of it a little better. But so this giant teddy bear, is now going to be wearing this top. But I think it came out kind of cute, but rather large. So the next time, I think I'm going to make it a lot smaller. Yeah, a lot smaller. I even put it in the washer and dryer, and it didn't really shrink any. So, yeah. I am definitely going to go a lot smaller. But it is a cute idea. It is a cute outfit. It makes for a cute outfit. And the brown part, like I said, for the shoulders, and the elbow area, that came out exactly how I wanted it. But I did add some more to the bottom so it would coincide with the rest of it a little better. Also, a new book that I got from our local bookstore called Half Price Books, where they sell books for half off. Crochet Wishes and Wonders. It's actually a fairly new book. Yeah, copyright 2000. The summertime accessories, and making this bag right here. And I've already got the bag portion done. They used clear pony beads, but I used colorful ones instead. Now they look like granny shells, but they're not quite. There are V-stitches, but there's V-stitches, and there's also a shell where you used 3 double crochets, chain 2, and then another double crochet. And then the next row you would reverse that shell. So that's why I kind of get that granny square effect going on in the center. And then right now, I am working on the I-cord that's going to thread through. And I could not understand their direction, so I went on YouTube to find to find once in a while. I'm working on the I-cord. I got to make 2 of them. So, and I'm making the yarn from honey spun. Yeah, honey spun. 67% Orlon, 33% Dacron. And you can tell this is old yarn because it's only 99, says Target, 99 cents. Target doesn't sell yarn anymore, and I have yet to find yarn in any box store that only costs 99 cents. So you know this is old. And of course, the yarn came from a thrift store. The best way to use up, to clean up, somebody once told me the best way to clean your craft room is by using up your stash. So kind of going with that. Also, wanted to do some more shout outs. And they're not in any particular order. The first one is, "Hey, Fiber Friends," and he says it just like that. He's an older gentleman. He usually comes on Sundays, and he tells you a little bit about his crocheting, and he's starting to put out how-to videos, instructional videos. He's a really neat guy. Next one is Sarasach Crochet Design. Sarasach, she's also a lot of fun, really spunky, and she puts out tutorials. Once a week, I believe, she puts out a live video. She has what she calls a this or that. She has lots of tutorials. Really spunky, really high energy. Just a really fun lady. Yarn Joy Podcast is the next one. It's another older lady. Very sweet, very nice. She crochets, but she will also show you other things that she makes. Like, she also likes to do diamond painting. But she does other crafts as well as crocheting, but she will always show you the things that she's made, the things that she has made, tell you about things that she's making, things that are going on in her life. Just a real nice lady. Next one, Mishi's Crochet Nook. Very neat lady. Very, very neat lady. She also likes to do lives, and in her lives, she does a lot of giveaways. Very nice lady. And she makes some wonderful looking shawls. Very awesome crocheter. I wish I had her talent. I know everybody's got their own talents that they do in the crochet world, but I do what I can, but there are people who can do it better than me. I'm not putting myself down, I'm just saying. There are people with more experience who can do more than me. But she's very wonderful. Oh, another yarn. This is the lady's name is Shannon. She's a redhead. First of all, I just love the title. I used to watch soap operas, and one of the soap operas' names was called Another World. So a play on that we called Another Yarn. I just thought that was kind of fun. And I do like her in general. I love listening to her voice. I know that sounds strange. But to me, her voice sounds like, and I'm going to age myself a little bit. Like when we were little, we used to have to listen to them stories that were on like a cassette tape, and they would read it along, and then they would say, turn the page, and you hear the sound, and then you'd hear the sound, and you would turn the page. Or you'd have to listen to this little film while you were in class, and when you heard the sound, and you had to flip it to the next screen, and she kind of sounded like that voice, but it's a very quiet, soothing voice. But she's also very, very good. She crochets and she knits. Right now she's been making these wonderful squares that are just really artistically designed with a lot of intricacies to them. And they're huge, huge squares. Wonderful, wonderful job. Creative Grandma. I can't remember if I've talked about her or not before, but Creative Grandma, she's neat. Sometimes her and her sister go to thrift stores and they'll pick out blankets, but they're not picking them out to buy. What they'll do is they'll pick them up and they'll show them to you just to help give you some ideas of some different various blankets to make. And she also showcases new yarns that are out there. She has, my nose is itching, I'm sorry, allergies. Creative Grandma shows tutorials on various stitches. She shows tutorials on various projects, whether it's blankets or clothing. And when she talks about the yarns, the various yarns, not only, does she look at it and, look at the skein and tell you the size of the yarn and the weight of the yarn and colors. And she will tell you all the different colors that particular name brand comes in and some various things that you could use that yarn for. She gives you ideas on what to use that yarn for. She kind of goes that little bit extra mile for that. And I enjoy watching her. She's another really neat one. Mrs. C's Cottage. That one I'm pretty sure I have told you about. She has this, what she calls somebodies, and she's made various animals. I know Easter she made bunny rabbits. This last time she made zebras, and now I think they're making teddy bears. And the somebodies, you give them to somebody who could use a friend. And she usually comes on Sunday afternoons and does a live. And she's just a really sweet old lady. She keeps, like, she has a notebook. She keeps track of everybody that's in her life. And if she has a new one, she's like, oh, I don't think I have that one. And she writes that person down. She just likes having to keep track of everybody that watches her lives. I really like her. I mean, she's like a grandma or a second grandma to a lot of people. She's just really sweet old lady. Secret Yarnery. Oh, yes. Secret Yarnery. She's another sweet lady. She's really, Secret Yarnery, she's really cool. She usually has a ton of yarn and set in rainbow colors. She goes from light to dark. Really funny. She does lives. She has tutorials on stitches, tutorials on projects. She mostly purchases ice yarns. She hasn't done an unbagging in a long time, but she will have like huge crates full. And she'll showcase. She'll open it all up and show you everything. She uses a lot of ice yarns. I don't know if I can't remember if she uses other ones, but I know ice yarns is like her big thing. But that's because she's in a whole nother country. I think she's down like in Africa or something like that. But she's very nice old lady. A lot of fun. She's really funny. Lots of fun. Next one is, Fiber Spider. Oh, I love Fiber Spider. He is something else. He is really cool. Fiber Spider, he crochets, but that's not all. That is definitely not all. To say he crochets is just the tip of the iceberg. Not only does he have tutorials on projects and stitches, I know definitely on projects. So he'll have videos where he's reading a book, and he'll read like a couple of chapters from a book. He will have how-tos on various games, whether it's like a little card game or maybe a small board game or something, which I think is neat, for those that are living by themselves, or maybe it's just you and somebody else, and you could know how to play a new card game. And he, like I said, he has tutorials on a lot of different projects. And he's another one who is just really fabulous with yarn and a hook. I mean, superb. But he's really humble about it. He's a very humble person. But he is just so fabulous. I mean, he does a lot of stuff besides crochet. And I just think it's wonderful. It's raining yarn. Well, aside from that, it's where I live, it's actually raining outside. But this particular podcast today is called It's Raining Yarn. Russ, I have to say it right. Russ from It's Raining Yarn. And he usually does lives once a week. And he's got his kitty cats with him all the time. He's usually crocheting while he's doing his live. Lately he's been working on this blanket. He pulls the yarn out of his little box that he has, and he just doesn't look, just grabs one and just starts working away, using that one, using the next one till it's gone. He's using scraps to make this blanket. He's also, besides that blanket, and I don't know if he's still accepting squares, but I know for a long time he was accepting squares of a certain size, and I don't remember the size, and I apologize. And And then he was calling his community blanket, and because he was taking all everybody's squares that had been mailed into him, putting them all together to make a blanket. And I just think that is just a wonderful idea. Like, if you're not one that likes to make the squares, but you like sewing them together or crocheting them together, then yeah, that's, I mean, everybody was sending him squares and then he's putting them together to make a blanket. And to make a community blanket. And I think that's really, really cool. And I hope he showcases it soon, because I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see a finished product on the one he's working now, which is the one with all the scraps in it. I haven't seen him showcase that yet, when it's finished, because he's always working on it. And he always got his kitty cats. He loves his kitty cats to death. And he's always talking about how funny they are. But he's a really, really nice gentleman, kind of quiet, because of the shift that he works in. He doesn't want to wake up his partner, so he's tries to do things quietly. He's kind of funny. But yeah, I like him. Memphis makes Sam. Yes. As some would say, she's over the pond. she is. She's got an English accent. And she's also another one that's a lot of fun. I know her and another podcaster. They were making Impkins. Here's a book. The book's a little expensive for my taste, but their Impkins are really cute. You can mix and match the different body parts to make these little figures. And she's also done other various things with other podcasters. She's funny. She's also another one that I highly favor. I really like her. Go watch her. She's just a lot of fun. Rose likes crochet. She will tell you she loves yarn. She loves making things with yarn. And she likes to make stitch markers. And she also, besides making things with yarn, she also does, I believe she also takes some of her stuff into a marketplace to sell. I believe she does that. But she will also crochet things for various entities. Like, she's done ones for Boggy Creek, and like, she'll do things crochet things for this volunteer place and this volunteer things to help out the community. She likes to make things that help out the community, and she will tell you in detail about each of the various things that she's working for right now, that she wants people to send things to her for, or send things to them. And I just think that is just that's another wonderful lady that I think y'all need to get to know. So far, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people. I think the last time when I was counting them all up, I had like 17. So, that's 12 more people for you. I know some of you might think that's silly to promote other people, but I don't, because I know a lot of the podcasters, not all of them, but a lot of them will, I got this idea from such and such, or this person is doing such and such. And so we're all kind of promoting each other, because in this crochet community, we all kind of work together to help each other out. And that's wonderful. I really like that. I like that team spirit. I just think that that's wonderful, because sometimes we all need that shoulder to cry on, or that person to hug, or we need to say, hey, can you, or we need this helping hand, like, hey, I'm stuck, I don't know how to do this, I don't understand this row, can you explain to me how to do this, I'm not understanding the directions. Sometimes you just need that little bit of help. I mean, never ever be afraid to ask anyone for help. I mean, don't feel like you're being silly or like you're dumb or anything. Don't ever feel like that. No. Never be afraid to ask. Just never, ever be afraid to ask someone for help. Good vibes for everybody. But yeah. So yes. Back to the teddy bear. Oh, I'm sorry. So my friend here is wearing that hanky sweater thing, and it is way too big for a toddler. Way too big. So it's going to stay on my teddy bear friend. And next time I make it, I'm going to, I think I might use the same size hook, but not nearly as many rows around. I didn't make a large because it said for a 4-year-old make a large, and the 4-year-old doesn't make a 4 not nearly this big. So I think I'm going to have to do a small or maybe even smaller because this is really huge for a large. Also, back to this bag. And like I said, I was making the I-cord for it. I really like how this looks. It looks really, really cute. But here's something I'm a little frustrated with myself about. My craft room has swallowed something whole, and I can't find it, and I'm really frustrated with myself over it. A long time ago, probably a year or two ago, when one of the thrift stores I went to and I got yarn from, it had in there with the yarn, and some of you might remember this, because I know there's at least one, maybe two at my grandmother's house that I played with when I was a kid. What they would do is they'd take a plastic bottle, cut part of it off, top of it off, and maybe like half of it off or whatever, punch holes with a hole puncher all the way around, and how a paper hole puncher went through plastic. Wow. Because plastics are much harder than paper. Anyway, and then they took yarn and crochet around it, and make a top for it, and a drawstring, and it was like your little toy bag, right? The plastic bottom, and they had part of it done. Like there's beginnings of the yarns starting on it, and my craft room has swallowed it up whole, and I don't know where it is because it's not where I put it, and I don't know where it went, and it makes me mad. Because I was going to take this idea, because I think this is a really cute bag, and I was going to take the old yarn off of that and use my yarn. Oh, by the way, when I went to go buy pony beads at Walmart, they used to be in little baggies, but no. This time it was in this giant box. And the beads that I was going to use, it says here's clear, so I was going to try to use ones like this. Sorry. Like this. Where is my camera? There we go. And but the holes were too small. Let me get this one. And here's a yellow regular size pony bead. Regular pony bead. Okay, this is hard to do, folks. There's that one. Here's this one. I don't know if you could tell, but one definitely has a much bigger hole than the other one. I'm not very good at this, and I apologize. This one has a much smaller hole. And so, and then there's some that have letters on them. And I didn't really need the letters and the hearts. And they have they have even some, they got little tiny holes too. They have little holes. But I had enough of the round ones, which are the regular pony beads. Which actually for $10, that's a lot of beads for $10. I think the paper on there that was on there said like 2,000 beads. So 2,000 beads for $10, that's not bad. Especially when I only needed 120 or 122. Yeah. But anyway. But I was gonna make a miniature version, so I have like a mommy and me bag with the plastic bottle. I mean, I suppose I could try to do it with another plastic bottle, but when you already had the one, it's like, and you can't find it, and you're just like, that. I mean, I could still make it. Like, I could use like baby sport weight yarn for like this, like the major bag part of it. Because I know I've tried the sport yarn and it will fit. It fits through the round ones, but it doesn't. It's still even the three weight sport weight is actually even still too thick for the little triangular shaped beads. But I did find some other baby yarns that were actually just thin enough to go through. I don't know. Still thinking. Still a little frustrated with myself. A little mad about myself. Anyway. Such is life. But I just want to tell y'all have a wonderful day. Don't forget that God loves you. And check out all the friends that I suggested. And if you want to know of any others, check out my previous video. I named off like 17, 18 people. Go check them out. You all have a wonderful day, and I hope all of you all have a much better weather than we are, because it's been raining all day, all afternoon, making it really gray and muddy out, and a little chilly. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.